What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Alright, so what's going on, guys? How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a great and fantastic day. Now, I wanted to do another video about 5 reasons why to buy an SI. For those of you guys who are kind of interested in buying one, I hope this will help you guys out. Now, I know you guys can see that there's 2 different angles here. I got another GoPro for the channel because it's obviously going to be really useful in later videos where I do need multiple camera angles. So I'm probably going to be doing vlogs like this from now on, using multiple angles. Probably have one outside, one inside. I don't know. I just wanted to see how this was going to be for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. So first off, for the 5 reasons why you should buy an SI is reliability. I bought this car in 2015. I bought it brand new. I have not had any issues with it at all. Now, some people are going to say, well, bro, it's a brand new car. Obviously, you're not going to be having any issues. Yes, that is true. But I know a lot of people who buy brand new Subarus. I know people who bought brand new Evos. I know people who bought brand new Mazdas. You know, depending on the brand, and I don't want to bash anybody's brand, people run into problems more than usual on other car brands. I don't want to say exactly which ones, but there's obviously people who run into issues. There's obviously lemons, but there's not really much you can do about that. So I want to go and talk about the first reason why is reliability. Hondas have obviously they do have really great performance. They look fantastic, and they just perform well. That's really something about Honda that I really did like, and I was really comfortable about buying one because I knew for a fact that what I was buying wasn't gonna bite me in the ass. So that's the first reason mainly. Second of all, they have great warranties, and this is still on the part of reliability. They have great warranties, and they cover the whole car without you feeling like you're on your own. Some people do buy new cars and they feel like, oh, the dealership's not going to cover that. Oh, the dealership's not going to cover this because I did this and this and this. Honda has been pretty good on most of the things that I needed to have covered when I was having issues with when I did have issues with the car. The only issue that I've had since buying the car in 2015, guys, was my speaker, my right tweeter, that's right below you guys right there, is starting to vibrate a little bit. One of the salespeople, one of the service guys came out and told me, hey, you know, you're probably not going to get this covered because your car's been altered. Now, I haven't came back since then to get it fixed, or to talk to somebody different to see if they can handle the issue a little bit better than he did. But as of right now, that was my only issue. I haven't gotten covered, and speakers aren't really a big issue. If it was something like, you know, I like over the past month and a half, guys, for those of you guys who have been following me, know that I've gone to the dealership so many times within the last 2 months just to fix stuff that I wanted to fix. It wasn't even something that needed to be done. I just got my whole passenger side basically repainted. For those of you guys who are kind of wondering what had happened, I'll try to sum it up really quickly. I had some paint on the passenger side that looked like it might have been not evenly coated, or some sort of manufacturer defect, that Honda gladly took the car back and was willing to repaint it completely and fix it. So that's awesome. Thank you, Honda, for doing that for me. I literally paid nothing. I paid absolutely nothing to have this done, and that's an amazing thing. Not many dealerships will do that. So Honda, thumbs up to you guys for that. Second part 2, comfort. The car is super comfortable. I've driven 6, 7 hours, 8 hours in this car, and I was pretty much okay. It was not a bad experience. I do like driving myself, so driving isn't something that's going to be a problem in this car. If you do have to take long trips, you're going to many places, and you're commuting very long hours, this is going to be an easy thing for you to do in this car. It's super comfortable. You don't got to worry about anything going wrong with you. Like I said, this goes back to reliability. the comfort is just an amazing plus. This car is super comfortable. The seats feel great. It's just an amazing feeling car. The comfortability is amazing. It's A1, guys. I'm telling you, A1. Car is a great ride. I redid my suspension on this car. I put Megan Racing coilovers on, which I wanted to make the car lower profile, and I did that because I really wanted to have my car lower. This car's a monster truck when you first get it. I don't want to bash anybody who's still riding on stock suspension, because the stock suspension still feels freaking awesome. It's so well tuned, it just feels really good. But the car just sits so high. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. But as far as comfortability goes, the suspension is perfect. I could have not complained at all about comfortability as far as suspension goes. Infotainment. This is number 3, guys. This car is stock. There was only 3 different types that you can get for this SI. For next year's SI, which is going to be showing next month, I'll be showing you guys a detailed review, hopefully really soon, guys. I know I got everything sealed up and dealed. This month I'm going to be showcasing the new SI. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button down below if you guys want to see that, and hit the like button for me getting hands on one of those new beasts of a car. So get ready for that. This car had 3 different trim levels. There was a stock model, which this is the stock model, and then there was the stock model with the performance tires, and then there was the model with the performance tires and navigation system. Every single car came with the same thing except for the performance tire and the navigation. Each car came with the touchscreen, so that was a plus for me. I didn't want to have to pay any extra fees, extra couple $1,000s just to have a touchscreen that the Honda system already had built in stock. So that was a main thing for me that I wanted to make sure I had. I want the car fully loaded. If I was going to pay, you know, top dollar money for this car, I wanted to have it ready to go and loaded for anything. I didn't want to have to worry about having to dish out any money extra later down the line because the stereo system sucked ass. So that was pretty much one of my main concerns too, is we spend so much time in the interior, guys. So when you guys are buying a vehicle, make sure that the interior is worth being in. If you buy a stock car and there's nothing in it for you guys to actually entertain yourself, then what are you buying it for? Obviously, something like Evolutions for is a good example. Evos are super good cars. They're amazing cars, but their interior sucked. It stayed the same for like 8 years. It was so long the interior was the same. Don't quote me on the 8 years, but it was a very long time that their interior stayed the same. So my main thing is, if you're gonna buy a car and you're gonna spend a lot of money, the best thing to do is buy a car that's a well-rounded built car. I have no issues with this vehicle at all because I know for a fact that the interior is beautiful. These seats are beautiful. The infotainment system is beautiful. It runs super smooth. It's nice to have. We have number 4, fuel efficiency. Now, some people won't really care about what they pay for gas when they're buying an STI or an Evo because you guys know what you're getting into. I wanted something that was gonna last me. When you guys pump the tank full, it should last you a good amount of time. Now, depending on, like I said, the car, you know, Evos and STIs get like, what, 13, 14 miles to the gallon. It's not good at all. So my previous drive was about 24.5 miles to the gallon. That's my average miles to the gallon. So right now, me driving not as good as I should, I'm averaging about 18.7 in the city. When I am driving in the highway and I'm coasting, I have my cruise control on, and I'm getting about 35 miles to the gallon sometimes. It really just depends. But when I'm going about 65, 70 miles an hour, I'm getting about 35 miles to the gallon, and that's great. When I pump my tank full, guys, I'm pumping about $30 worth to fill my tank, and that should last me about a solid 2 weeks if I'm not going to many places, but I do work 5 days a week. I get about 320 miles to the gallon pumping 91. So when I am pumping 91 and I pump about $30 in gas, I'm getting about 320 miles to the tank. And the last reason, which I feel is a pretty good one. The car is iconic. It is a super iconic car. One of the biggest JDM emblems. Well, I don't want to say emblem, but it's one of like the staples of JDM. Honda Civic SIs have been so big in the car history, in the Japanese car history, that when you see one, you just know that the person driving it has a love for cars. So when you do invest time, or invest money into buying an SI, you know that you're not just getting an amazing car, but you're also getting an experience. When I drive places, people like they know what they're looking at. It's an awesome feeling to drive an SI, and I love it every day. People talk down about having an SI, but I love it. It's an amazing car, and I couldn't have picked a better one. That's being as real as possible. I love my car because I know what I'm driving, guys. I know what I have. And that's what's really important to me is when you're buying something as big as this, guys, this is your second biggest purchase in your life, besides a house. This is a big purchase. Buying a car in general is just something so big, and it's really a big. That's what happens when dude, where is it at? So there was a cone that was on the street, and I don't even see it anymore. It's up underneath my car. That's what happens when you're low, dude. You can't drive over anything. It just hits up underneath the car. So that was my video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it gave you an insight on why I bought my SI and why you should probably buy the new one or an older one, whichever one. This works for all generations. I'm not being picky. Yeah, I'm not just talking about one generation of SI. I'm talking about all of them. This works for every single one. All of them are really good cars. I just want to give you guys a base generalization of the SIs and why you should get one. So hope this helps you guys maybe purchasing one, or if hopefully it helps you think about buying one. I will be seeing you guys later. Peace out. Have a good one, guys.